What is going on, everybody? Paul here, coming at you with a crypto coffee update. I have crypto, I have coffee, I have news, events, and information about coins going on in crypto. But first, gatekeeping here, you gotta have simultaneous sip. Delicious. I'm just kidding, you can pass anyway, even if you don't have coffee. Let's go ahead and get into the first segment of the day, the news. We're going to have some amendments here first of all. Right after the last Crypto Coffee update was released, Coinbase came out and said it was wrong about SEC approval of acquisitions. Let's go ahead and explore what that means and why it's not too big of a deal for acquiring Keystone Capital. From Coinbase spokeswoman Rachel Horowitz, quote, "It is not correct to say that the SEC and FINRA approved Coinbase's purchase of Keystone because SEC was not involved in the process at all," end quote. An SEC spokeswoman also said the agency didn't give Coinbase explicit approval and FINRA declined to comment. However, the SEC's approval is not required for a change in the application, and the acquisition of Keystone is still ongoing. Interestingly enough, the headline of the Bloomberg article hasn't changed, it's been left the same, and so in the sake of good journalism, while it's been updated, there's no clear amendment to this particular article. So if somebody doesn't see the follow-up, they could still potentially be misled. So just wanted to bring that to light. A user pointed that out in the Cryptide Discord, and a good catch indeed. In the sake of good journalism, we'd like to see this potentially amended. Another small amendment, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink dismissed interest in cryptocurrency. Larry Fink was seemingly lumped in with many institutional investors that have previously expressed interest in cryptocurrency, but coming from Fink himself, I've not heard from one client who says, "I need to be in this." Fink is the CEO of BlackRock, one of the largest asset management firms in the world, controlling $6.3 trillion in assets, none of which have been invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other coins. While Fink dismissed BlackRock's interest in digital currencies, he said he is very excited about distributed ledger technology. They could use DLT to strengthen their own Aladdin trading systems for portfolio management and for things like risk management as well. Speaking of DLTs, one DLT had a very exciting week, not only in price action, but this price action was based on some fundamental news. You can see here a chart from Stellar Lumens. Trading went from about 10 cents a token all the way up to a high of 36 cents a token before retracing a bit. This price action was based on the fact that, first of all, Stellar Lumens was the first DLT to obtain Sharia certification for payments and asset tokenization. This is exciting for Stellar, given over 1 billion people in the world practice the Muslim faith. From Stellar Lumens themselves, the Sharia Review Bureau, or SRB, a leading international Sharia advisory agency licensed by the Central Bank of Bahrain, has reviewed the properties and applications of Stellar and has promulgated guidance and guidelines that enable Sharia-compliant applications of Stellar technology in Islamic financial institutions. Given Stellar is a competitor to Ripple, and Ripple has been used in many interbank settlements, including between the Central Bank of Japan and Korea in a test run, this bodes very well for Stellar Lumens in terms of competing with Ripple. At the bottom of this segment, additionally, the Sharia compliance certification extends to applications and usages of Lumens, or XLM. This is important given Ripple's recent distinction between Ripple, the entity and company, and the XRP tokens. It doesn't seem to be the same thing for Lumens. Lumens and Stellar, XLM tokens, same thing. Also boding well for Stellar Lumens, they're getting their first USD anchor, a big step for adoption. You are now able to use USD to purchase XLM tokens and sell XLM tokens for dollars. We'll see what the future holds for Stellar Lumens, but for the time being, let's go ahead and wrap up the news bite and expand into examining some other coins. This is a new segment we've been doing, going over some of the top coins in CoinMarketCap, just to give everyone an idea of what's out there. And who knows, you may find your new favorite crypto here on the Crypto Coffee Update, so let's get into it. The first coin on our list is Tezos. It is currently ranked 17 and has a circulating supply of 600 million and a total supply of 763 million. Tezos promotes its on-chain governance, in which stakeholders can effectively govern the protocol and implement future innovations. They're a proof-of-stake consensus cryptocurrency, and they have a bit of a complicated history. There's been many lawsuits and disputes between the team and the investors alike, and this is a fantastic article by Stephen O'Neill that explains all of it. Highly recommend. An important takeaway, the ICO was held on July 1st, lasted for 13 days, and notably Tezos called these funds a non-refundable donation and not a speculative investment, so any individual participating in the Tezos ICO was basically donating their tokens to Tezos. This led to an array of infighting and lawsuits, the details of which I will not explore here. Definitely check out the article. Next up, we have Binance Coin, named for the exchange which it is related to, circulating supply 95 million, total supply 192 million. Binance token has seen a meteoric rise due to its relation to the Binance exchange. You can use this token to receive a discount when trading on Binance. First year, 50% discount, second year 25%, and so on, all the way to the fifth year when there's no more discount. Phase 2 will be a repurchasing plan where the Binance exchange will use 20% of profits to buy back BNB tokens and destroy them. Binance is the most successful example of a utility token being built around an exchange. This is partially due to Binance being airtight insofar as centralized exchanges go, and that's where the all funds are safe meme comes from, since Binance has denied crypto hacks and rumors and has generally handled most hacks that have occurred very well. Next up, we have OmiseGo, currently ranked 19 with a circulating supply of 140 million tokens. OmiseGo wants to unbank the banked, which is pretty clever, and is currently backed by an existing company that serves much of Southeast Asia. OmiseGo wants to do a lot of different stuff, including building a white label SDK, have digital asset gateways, a decentralized exchange, and serve as a clearinghouse. This individual, Box Mining, has a fantastic video that goes into some detail about OmiseGo and, in my opinion, does a very good job covering it. I'll link it below in the description with all the sources. Finally, we have VeChain. Circulating supply, 554 million, total supply, 873 million. VeChain is building the supply chain of the future. The governance of VeChain uses a proof-of-stake model and masternodes. This is the Chinese token and one of the most successful coming out of the Middle Kingdom. With a recent mainnet launch on June 30th, a token split coming up, and changes to the protocol, there's a lot going on with VeChain. I'll link sources below in the description. That's all we have for the coin review. Let me know what you thought of this kind of content below in the comments, or if you just happen to find your new favorite coin, that'd be pretty neat. But let's go ahead and get into the events and happenings for July 20th, Friday. The Korean Blockchain Week is having their last day, so still time to get in and check out what's going on there, and the Blockchain for Good conference is happening in Berlin. For Saturday, July 21st, Building Blockchain Ecosystems Hackathon is happening in Hanoi, and the Blockchain Partners Summit 2018 is in Seoul. For Sunday, June 22nd, the ICCS 2018, which stands for the Cambridge International Conference on Complex Systems, is happening in Cambridge. That's all we have for events and for this Crypto Coffee update. Thank you so much for watching. Your support really does mean the world. We're 100% self-funded and funded from viewers like you, so by watching, you're really helping us out. If you can drop us a like on Viewly, that's also very much appreciated. Viewly is a growing cryptocurrency platform that is a decentralized video hosting service that I could not recommend more than I already do. It's fantastic. A great alternative to YouTube that, if you're a content creator, I would definitely check out. It's a great way to get some extra cryptocurrency. You don't have to deal with any ads, and no censorship since decentralized. But with that said, thanks so much for watching. I'm Paul signing off. We are Cryptide, and remember, the tide is rising.